Hello and welcome everybody to another Duskmourn House of Horror draft. My name is the #1 Mythic rank drafter on Magic the Gathering Arena. That's right. We have done it. We have hit rank 1 and man, it does feel great. It is good to be #1. There's a lot of really great players that were going for it, and after all the drafts and all the wins and all the losses, all the tilting events, we have finally done it. But you know what? The show doesn't stop. We're going to keep this going. Maybe we can develop a nice lead before I start casting the World Championship, because once I cast the World Championship this coming week, I won't be able to play that much Arena, so I don't think I'll be able to maintain this lead. So we need to have some pretty good runs just to maybe stay on top, hopefully, before the World Championship occurs. All right, now before we head into this draft, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Check out TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. If you want to purchase Magic the Gathering singles and sealed products at the most competitive prices, make sure you check them out and click that affiliate link in the description below. Additionally, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want premium deck boxes, playmats, dice boxes, sleeves, life pads, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Also, they're going to be at the World Championship, and MagicCon 30, so make sure you say hi, and if you do, they'll get you 10% off at the booth. All right, let's hop into this draft, and continue things from here. It's going to be hard to follow up the last draft that you guys saw, but we will try. So now we have this pack this is a very good pack, by the way. I think I'm going to take the hover ship here. There's Fear of Burning Alive, there's Arabella, there's Trapped in the Screen as all as options. I do think hover ship is better than Trapped in the Screen, despite it being much more difficult to cast. The fact that this thing just randomly can hit people for 2 in the air when the coast is clear is really, really big. So I think I'm just going to take that over all the other effects, but very, very strong pack. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. There's also a Scavenger in the pack. There's a Stick Twister and a Glimmerlight. But back-to-back hover ships to the skies? The thing is, white I usually like pairing with red. Or excuse me, with blue. But with double hover ships, we can kind of do whatever we want. And I feel like starting with double hover ship is probably better. Although it's really unfortunate that we're passing the Scavenger out of this pack. There was Trapped in the Light and Arabella in the previous pack, so pack 2 might be kind of rough, but let's go ahead and start with double UFOs. This way, we're not necessarily committed to blue-white, right? Like, hover ship is a bomb in any white deck, whereas the Scavenger specifically is a bomb in blue-white. It's fine in red-white, but it's a bomb in blue-white. And I'm actually curious. In blue-white, the Scavenger could be a little bit better. All right, continuing things here in pack 3, it looks like we should try our absolute best here to cut off white. So I'm going to take Splitskin Doll, which is a premium 2-mana creature. I do think Floodpitch Drowner might be slightly better, but not enough better for me to lock in a second color just now. Noting that there's a Most Valuable Slayer and a Floodpitch Drowner, Tunnel Surveyor, bunch of good cards. But I'm going to take the Splitskin Doll and see what our second color needs to be. Here we have the choice between Exercise, Glimmerlight, there's a Live or Die, which is okay, and a Final Vengeance. There's an Unsettling Twins. I think I will take the Exercise here, just continue taking really, really good removal. Glimmerlight's also very, very good, but I do like Exercise a fair amount. And here I think I'm going to take the Glimmerlight. I do think it's better than the Cheerleader. And I think Meat Locker is fine, Turn Inside Out's fine, but I think they're about the same level as Glimmerlight, but we don't have to figure out what our second color is just yet. Noting that the Cheerleader is a little better with double hover ship, but I'm still going to take Glimmerlight. Wow, just literally nobody's white. This means that we're probably going to get some number of Cheerleaders on the wheel. Underwater Tunnel is also here, but Splitskin Doll is really, really solid, so I am surprised that it's this late in the pack. Now we have the choice between Norin and Hand That Feeds. I'm going to take the Norin here. Norin is really nice with double Splitskin Doll. Also, it's pretty nice with the unidentified hover ship, right? Because if I flicker it, they get to manifest, but I can kill their big thing again. So yeah, let's try the Norin here. Getting that late could mean that red-white is on the table. Even though I don't love red-white, it could be the direction that we head. Now we have the option between Turn Inside Out and Percussionist, and I'm slamming the Percussionist. They're actually a really good combination together, but when in doubt, when things are close, I definitely lean towards taking the creature, especially with double Split Skin Doll. I think I just want to take that. Although now I think I will take Turn Inside Out. I know there's a cheerleader here. I know. We have the double hover ship, that's fine, but Turn Inside Out plus Percussionist is awesome. So let's go ahead and take that. There's another Glimmerlight. Wow, we are getting all the aggressive cards here. Another Turn Inside Out. Okay. Boros is wide open, I will say. I mean, we already have 11 cards for our deck, and I don't want to cut any of them. If anything, I might even cut the Exercise. And now we open Valgavott's Onslaught. We saw no green in pack 1. We saw no green in pack 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I'm red-white, I really don't want to splash this card. That's the problem. Right? If I'm a red-white aggro deck, and that seems to be where we should be, given some of these cards that we tabled, I just don't think Valgavott's Onslaught's a good pick. And the Glimmerseeker is fantastic in this style of deck, right? It gets in there. We have double hover ship. It's the Glimmerseeker. Sorry, Luis. I know you said that people shouldn't be passing the Onslaught. In any type of mid-range deck, I agree with you. But in a really dedicated red-white aggressive deck with double hover ship, I think Glimmerseeker is going to be the pick here. But wow, what a pack. All right, moving on. I actually don't think I'm going to take the Exercise here. I think I'm just looking for good creatures to attack with. So the question here becomes, because I have Exercise and double hover ship, it's which 4-mana creature do I want to take? Do I want to take MVS or Unsettling Twins? I think they're both really, really good. I don't have anything that's good with going wide. I think I'm just going to take the MVS. It helps push damage through. It's really good with the Glimmerseeker. I think they're both somewhat close. Exercise is also nice, but it's my first 4-mana card, and I feel like MVS is always just a really welcome addition in an aggressive deck. And now I'm going to take Fear of Being Hunted. We need 3-drops. This card's awesome with the MVS, so very, very happy with that. Noting that I will put a pretty high priority on taking a red-white land because we have some double white cards and a double red card. So given that we have so many playables, if I see a good red-white land, I'm definitely going to be slamming it over like a decent common. Now I'm going to slam Midnight Mayhem. This is awesome. We are getting it all. And guess what? I drafted Boros, so an hour from now, you're going to just hear me tilt off about how I went 4-3 with this awesome Boros deck. But that's the world we live in. Now, Terramorphic Expanse isn't the pack. There's a Percussionist and a Glassworks, but we are slamming Midnight Mayhem. This is one of the best uncommons in the red-white deck. Late Wildfire Wickerfolk, which, you know, honestly, the person passing to us might be in that color combination. Nothing here for us other than Unsettling Twins. We try to cut off the white, but it looks like it might the person that we passed to might still be in white because we had a lot of amazing packs with multiple good white cards. I feel like the person passing to us might be in blue-white because we passed the Optimistic Scavenger. There was also the Arabella that we passed. Here is a great example. I have more than enough playables. Unsettling Twins is fine. I have good 4s, but I'm taking Terramorphic Expanse here, right? Double red card, double white card. This is absolutely something that I want. What a pack, though. Oblivious Bookworm and Come Back Wrong in this pack. That's kind of ridiculous. Tells me that people passing to us are in red-white. But guess what? It's going to be okay. You know why? Because in pack 3, because we're seeing all the green here, in pack 3, they're going to get cut off for the most part. They will get cut off. All right. Going to need to focus on the early part of the mana curve here now. We have more than enough late game. We have 4 mana plays now. So happy enough to focus on the late game. Oh my gosh. Triple Percussionist. Double Turn Inside Out. That's it. That's everything that you want in life. Let's get some Arabellas in here. More Split Skin Dolls. I don't know. And by the way, this deck is the reason why I took the hover ships over the Scavenger. I was saying before, if I knew I was going to be red-white, like if I knew I was going to be blue-white rather, I might have taken the Scavenger, but this card is just awesome in all decks, right? So very, very happy with that. I will take the Horde Caller. I will take the Horde Caller here. Don't want Ethereal Armor. Don't want Percussionist number 4 necessarily. Grand Entryway I don't like so much in red-white anyways. So it's like Hand That Feeds versus Horde Caller. And Horde Caller is... You don't want to play too many 5-mana cards in your red-white decks, but this is one of the cards that you do want to play. This card is an absolutely absurd curve topper in the Boros decks. And now we got the Jolly Balloon Man. I'm not as high on this as I used to be. It's really, really sweet. But keep in mind, though, we have Unsettling Twins, we have double Splitskin Doll, and triple Percussionist. And it's good with all of those cards. So let's take the Jolly Balloon Man and be pretty happy with that. And moving on to pack number 3, we have no enchantments. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Sadly, Optimistic Scavenger is not very good in this deck, so I'm going to pass on that. We have Glimmerlight as another 2-mana card. Seize from Slumber. Ticket Booth as options. You know, I'm just going to take another Glimmerlight. I just think this card is great. Gives you something to do with your mana. Nice 2-mana play. Defiant Survivor would be awesome with the double hover ships. Now I think I will take Fear of Surveillance. There's probably a limit to how many Glimmerlights you probably want, just because it does still cost mana to move around. And Fear of Surveillance is also just a nice 2-mana creature that plays offense and defense. I don't know. It could be Glimmerlight number 4, honestly, but we'll try Fear of Surveillance here. Now, this is a pack I don't care too much for. Certainly don't need a Machete in this pack or a Friendly Ghost. We could take another 2-mana card. We could take the Needlehead if we find that our mana is going to be good enough. All right, I'll take the Needlehead. Double red, though, is going to be kind of tough. Oh my gosh, Glimmerseeker 6 pick? I mean, this is the colors that we're supposed to be. These are the colors that we are supposed to be. So, you know, we're just getting it all. Honestly, I just wanted lands. I just wanted lands. All right, Percussionist number 5 or Jump Scare. All right. We will truly find out how many Percussionists is too many in this draft. Oh my gosh. This is kind of ridiculous. Like I said, I really wanted some red-white lands, and I didn't see any, which is a little disappointing, but... Oh my gosh. This deck has too many cards. What am I cutting? Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have 8 cards we need to cut. All right, we can cut Grand Entryway. Can cut Hardened Escort. This is... with the triple Glimmerlights, this counts as 7 2-mana plays. I don't think I need the Saw because I have triple Glimmerlight. I think I'll cut Seize from Slumber. Although, I will say we are kind of light on removal. I thought actually I would just end up naturally with more. So I only have the 2 hover ships and the Exercise. Unsettling Twins can almost certainly go. Like I said, we don't really have anything that's good with us going wide. Making a bunch of tokens is nice to crew up the hover ship. Certainly playing the Exercise, the hover ships. Okay. Wow, this is just so many good cards. I am at a loss for what I need to cut here. I still need to cut 4 cards out of this pile. I think I'm going to cut the Needlehead, just because it's kind of expensive, or it's double red. If I had better mana, the thing is, normally it's a card that doesn't get cut, but I just think, like, I want to make sure that my deck is as consistent as possible. Seize from Slumber, we can cut. It's an awkward hit with the Percussionist, which is the thing, so we can cut that as well. And I like all the top end stuff and the tricks here, so it really just comes down to the low end. I think it might be Fear of Surveillance. I think it's like some combination of Norin, Fear of Surveillance, and Glimmerlight here. Now, normally I would consider cutting Glimmerlight, but having Glimmers is cool with the Glimmerseeker, right? Like the fact that instead of making a 1/1 drawing a card seems like a better payoff. Also, I have 5 Percussionists, so having Glimmerlights, having the ability to slap the Glimmerlights onto the Percussionists to have them trade with like relevant creatures also seems pretty nice. Let's cut Fear of Surveillance. And then now I'm just like, do I want Glimmerlight number 3 or Surveillance Norin number 1? I'm just going to cut the Norin. I believe that Glimmerlight's one of the best 2-drops in Boros, and let's test that theory and see how it goes. I actually feel like I should have maybe taken the 4th, although 4 might be excessive just because it's really expensive to equip, but let's give this a whirl. Let's give this a whirl. I have high hopes for this deck, but again, you know how I perform with Boros decks, so this is one of the best Boros decks I've ever drafted, with a bunch of rares. So we'll see how it goes. All right, anyways, before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support my channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon, and I do want to give a special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I think is a really great way to try to up your limited game. We have a really great community there. And additionally, you get access to free videos. Just join the Patreon, and I do occasionally just post free videos on the site. Okay. We have a Percussionist in our opener. Big surprise. I love my hand here. We have Percussionist, Glimmer Seeker, Turn Inside Out, and Fear of Being Hunted. On the draw here, obviously not ideal, but... Hey, we drew another Percussionist. Still not much of a surprise. Any 2-drops? No? FOMO. Fair enough. It's a really good 2-drop. They are blue-red. Wish I had more turn inside outs. Granted, I do have 2 of them. But I could have had a 3rd, I think. Let's hit something cheap. Sure. I don't actually... Oh, Balloon Man? And we hit a mountain. Okay. That means we're going to play Fear of Being Hunted. Probably. Wow, they I just realized they discarded Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. Yeah, we are definitely just jamming here. Now, they do have Smoky Lounge, which is one of the best cards for a room deck, so let's see what they do here. Meat Locker on Fear of Being Hunted, sure. And a 4/4, okay. I can only activate that as a sorcery. I can just play Glimmer Seeker here, I guess. And maybe just pass. I feel like I want to keep adding to the board, so let's go ahead and do that. Maybe my opponent will foolishly attack me with their Soul Rager. Drowned Diner, okay. So this is a turn. This is the turn for us to try to... This is the turn for us to try to put some pressure on them. Hovership would be an amazing top deck. That is the one issue with this deck, though. Like I mentioned before, it's we are a little bit lacking in... We're a little bit lacking in interaction. So I have a couple of options here. I can Glimmerlight the Glimmer Seeker just to get the Rampaging Soul Rager off the battlefield. And then move the Glimmerlight. That doesn't seem bad. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Oh, that's a good double block, sure. Then let's now move this over to... Kind of interesting what we move it over to. We'll go Percussionist. And then we will... crack the Terramorphic for our planes, and move things along. We're a little bit flooded here, but this is now where we can use the Jolly Balloon Man to get some advantages. We can flip the Jolly Balloon Man and actually copy Fear of Being Hunted, which is really, really nice. But I think they're also going to make a big flyer this turn, so... Again, really, really need to draw some kind of removal spell or a combat trick. I feel like a 5/5 flyer is going to be really, really hard for them to pass up here. Okay, so... That's interesting. They have 3 mana available. The Jolly Balloon Man does make flyers, right? So Glimmer Seeker, doing that with Glimmer Seeker is also really, really nice. But them keeping up 4 mana means they have like Vanish from Side or, excuse me, any combination of effects like that. Do I want to trade Fear of Being Hunted for something? I don't know. All right, let's just copy the Percussionist. And I guess I don't really have much else to do with my mana, so let's just hit them for 2 in the air. Then now I will move this over to the... I'm actually going to move it over to the Jolly Balloon Man now, because I want to basically not die to... I don't want it to die to Glassworks. Alright, let's hit some good cards here off the Percussionists. Nope, just the land. They kept up 4 mana, so I don't know what they have. Was it just the Creeping Peeper? No way. Wow, that was... I expected way more out of that turn from my opponent. We'll see what they do now. I can do the same thing with Glimmer Seeker. I can do the same thing with Glimmer Seeker next turn. Definitely need to find some way to push through damage here. Alright, so they're making a 5/5 flyer now. Okay. I can't do it with the Glimmer Seeker anymore. I can still do it with the Percussionist, though. I mean, that's kind of really our only play. I just don't have... The thing is, the Fear of Being Hunted just gets traded for by the piggy bank. So we're just going to play it slow here. And just draw cards off the Percussionist. And see if we can play a nice grind game. They're going to block and... I mean, look, this is still just draw a card, right? Jolly Balloon Man just letting us draw cards, which is great. Alright, we'll play Glimmerlight. We'll play Glimmer Seeker. Alright. So here's the nice thing. The fact that I have a second Glimmerlight now means that I can actually double equip the Fear of Being Hunted. I can double equip the Fear of Being Hunted now, and they can't just block with Piggy Bank. So that's really good. Oh, wow. Are they going to try to get me with the flyer? I mean, that's a 2-turn clock. Uh-oh. Enduring Curiosity with Tunnel of Hate. That's really strong. They're going to draw 2 cards as well. Oh, this is gross. Remember that one pick where I took something over the second exercise? Yeah, I'm having some regrets, I'm just going to say. Oh, wow. Wait, they're at 9 life? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's play the Split Skin Doll first. Oh, that's a hover ship. That is a hover ship. I'm just wondering if I have enough for lethal. If I hover ship the Curiosity, the Flying Fear of Being Hunted must be blocked by the 7/7. This Fear of Being Hunted, because it must be blocked if able. So the flying one has to be blocked by this. This has to get blocked by this. And then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage coming in. Oh, this is a tough turn. Let's exile the Curiosity. How do I want to do this? The thing is, they can attack me back for a bunch. So does copying Fear of Being Hunted actually do anything? Three, 4, 5, 6. I think this might have been a mistake. Oh, man. Yeah, we just couldn't get in for enough damage. And the reason why I'm not tapping... I didn't move my Glimmer Lights around is... I'm drawing a card off the Glimmer Seeker. Oh my gosh! We drew an exercise. Okay, what do I want to exile? I mean, it's got to be the 7/7 flyer. Alright, they're at 4 life. That allowed us to force some damage through, draw a card with the Glimmer Seeker. They have 4 cards. If they have an instant speed way to deal with my hover ship, I'm dead. Wow, they have a really good room deck. Really good room deck. Oh, I just realized what I could have done. Oh no! I can copy the hover ship. So if I copy the hover ship, I would have exiled... I mean, I couldn't have killed a 7/7. But I could have exiled the 5/5. Wow. Alright, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I can do it next turn still. I can copy the hover ship. Oh my gosh. You know, all these rares, I just don't know how to beat them. Oh, I can't do it if they attack me with a flyer. They have 3 blockers. They're at 4. God, this is so bad. Yeah, I punted. Oh, rank, just casual rank 1 gamer punting. How's your day going? Son of a gun. That was horrible. I just forgot that I can Jolly Balloon Man the hover ship. That's just not an interaction that you run into that often. You know what I mean? That is not an interaction that you run into very often. Oh! That's a way to get it done. I mean, they have mana available, but... like... let's see. 2 in the air, 4 ground blockers. So I need to put all of it in here. Then we just attack. If they kill my flyer, I can still turn inside out the last unblocked creature. But if they had Scorching Dragonfire, wouldn't they have used it on my hover ship? Twist reality. Oh, this is perfect. I think we got it. So they block our 5 ground creatures, and then we drew turn inside out. That was amazing. Copying this. Okay, so... whew, I don't know that we deserve this one here, friends. We definitely could have just killed way more things. We would have crewed up the Glimmer Seeker, still drawn the exercise, so we would have killed the 5/5, the 7/7, and 1 more creature, the creature that we took with the hover ship. So, this one, I'm going to be a little bit sheepish about this one. But whatever, a win is a win. Let's clean things up. It's early in the morning, okay? It's a little bit early. Give me a break. Well, we're still rank 1. Let's keep going. Okay, I've had my coffee. Let's hope we don't make those mistakes again. Alright, this is a good hand. 2 planes, mountain. Now, we don't have anything cheap to play. We have double turn inside out, Jolly Balloon Man hover ship. We do have the combo, huh? Oh, our opponent getting us back with their own percussionist here. 4-drop is the draw for us. Although, giving them a manifest is still not great, so... I think I'm going to hold on to the hover ship for now, and I'll just Glimmerlight. And if they kill my Glimmer token, then it's not so bad, right? So, would like to hover ship something bigger if possible, and just naturally trade here. And Glimmerlight still leaves a piece of cardboard left over. Don't turn inside out me. That's a great trade for us. Ooh, Needlehead. Okay, that's probably a card worth killing. Well... Or I can just play like an MVS. Or I can play Jolly Balloon Man and make it 2/5. The thing is, a Jolly Balloon Man as a 2/5 is really hard to kill. Alright, we'll do that. Like 5 toughness is pretty good against red-green. Alright, I'm gonna block the Percussionist. I just don't... Like, they need to have Glassworks, I guess. But, like, any combat trick won't actually work on us. So... Oh, wow. They drew a 1-drop plus Glassworks? Nope, they just attacked me. Okay. Fair enough. Let us go... Alright, let's get this Needlehead off the board here. And I'm at 13 life. I do think I'm probably going to just want to be on the defensive here. They have a Norin in play. If they have Turn Inside Out, I can also cast Turn Inside Out. So let's just pass. And kind of force the action. I just feel like with my hand, I can kind of play the late game a little bit. I mean, it feels like a Turn Inside Out. We will both manifest something. I will manifest a Most Valuable Slayer. Now, if they don't have a follow-up here, which I think they probably will, Fear of Being Hunted is quite nice here. If they play something small, they have to double block, which is also really good. Alright. I mean, I think I'm going to go for it here, given that I also have the Turn Inside Out. With 4 open mana, probably don't want to equip the Hover Ship. Now, they could have a Scorching Dragonfire. But we'll see. Sure. I just want to... This is what I haven't been doing before. I'm just aggressively using Turn Inside Out just to put another 2/2 into play. Alright, hit a Percussionist, which isn't bad. Like, I'm not sure if this is correct, but I've been losing a lot and I haven't been doing stuff like that, so... They hit a Thresher, which is quite good. They have access to 6 mana. They have Delirium. Fear of Burning Alive would be quite bad here for us. But we have the better board at this point. They have a Ticket Booth. Trial of Agony. Ooh. What do I want to take 5 damage? I think probably the Percussion. I think just like having a pair of Most Valuable Slayers seems quite good. So we'll go with that. Oh, that's a Percussionist. I gotta think about this actually. Because I don't want to trade this. If I Glimmerlight this, then I can just crew this and attack as well. Whereas the Percussionist, I can't really attack with it. So let's just Glimmerlight. Actually, I probably should have targeted my face down card still. Here's the thing. I mean, if they flip Tunnel of Hate, like, I take 4. Is that a race that they want? Like, are they interested in that race? I don't know. I think they probably want to just continue adding to the board unless they have absolutely nothing else to do. Now, if this is like a branch snapper or something, that will be very bad for me. We have an attack for 3, 4, 5. If I flip this over, that's 2 more damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. I can also keep the Percussionist back on defense if they're going to go with the Tunnel of Hate plan. All right, they're going to go with the Tunnel of Hate plan. Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm very scared at what this face-down card could be, right? So, I mean, if it's a Branch Snapper, we just lose. So, there's that. Let's flip this up. I can attack for 7 and keep these 2 up in case they kill my Percussionist and flip over something big. Just because I don't have a lethal attack here anyways. All right. Play a Percussionist, and I guess I'll move it over. If they flip over a Branch Snapper, it's an attack for 14, and I'm just dead. So, fear of being hunted. Okay. Vengeful Possession. They think it's good game, but it's not. I love the preemptive good game there. I mean, I think I'm dead. Or I don't think I'm favored here. But they thought it was game over. So you get the mute button because you're a jerk. Actually, no, they probably just thought they won. My hover ship can just attack for lethal. If they don't attack with fear of being hunted. They have to attack with fear of being hunted. What are they going to target? I mean, I have to block fear of being hunted, right? So. Yep. The problem here is they get to manifest. And they get the card off the Percussionist. So, we need to top deck something here. But it's not a good game. Oh, I thought the creature died for some reason. Hold on a second. So, let's see. I think I have lethal. I pump a Percussionist and a Most Valuable Slayer. Yeah, dummy. Just good gaming me like that. Out of my face. Out of my face. I am really glad, though, that we kept back the hover ship plus Percussionist instead of just mindlessly attacking. That ended up really working out for us. All right, we've had some really close games so far. Despite me, I think my deck is awesome. But we've had some really close games. Granted, we didn't have like cheap things to play that game, but still. All right, we are on the play here with Split Skin Doll, 3 planes, 2 Percussionists, and a Jolly Balloon Man. I'm gonna keep this. Split Skin Doll plus Balloon Man is an absurd combination, and we can play the Split Skin Doll in turn 2, which gives us a redraw at trying to find a red source. So I think given that if this was like another random white creature, I don't know that I would have kept this, but because this gives you another draw at a red source and gives us that turn 2 play, I think it's worth it just because this hand, the upside for this hand is so great with everything else that we have. We just need to draw a red source. We have 9 red sources in our deck. Let's hope to get there. Okay. There is our red source. And I believe I can chuck this planes now. They're in blue-white. Oh, Gremlin Tamer. All right, no removal here for us. All right, we're going to play the Balloon Man and hope they don't have an answer for the Balloon Man here. Cards like Unable to Scream, etc. I mean, I could have waited. The problem is I don't have the mana to really use my mana well. You know what I mean? Oh. Please don't have Unable to Scream. Please don't. Of course they do. Of course they do. Of course. Alright, well, we drew another red source. Yeah, I mean, Gremlin Tamer's hard to beat when you don't have the removal, so... I should have just played one, I guess. Basically trying to play a little bit of offense and defense, but, I mean, turn 2 Gremlin Tamer, turn 3 Split Skin Doll, Unable to Scream. That's going to be hard to beat. Especially with our hand just of all percussionists and such. This is an interesting attack with Split Skin Doll. I don't think I like that attack at all. Unless they have a way to get it back. Maybe they have Surgical Suite or something. Alright, well, obviously we have to play the Split Skin Doll. How am I beating this Gremlin Tamer? The answer is I don't. Yeah, if I had any other 3-drop to play, even a 2-drop maybe, I would have considered not playing the Balloon Man, but... Bear Trap, okay. Alright, at least they have some filler. Granted, it's still fine. Like, that's the thing. Everything is playable in this format. It's a dead Glimmer Seeker, sure. I mean, Percussion is definitely doing some work here. Now, let's block here. Let's block there. Let's block here. Could I have blocked with this the turn before? Is my brain just, like, betraying me right now? Man, why? I am playing super sloppy. Alright, certainly going to play the Glimmerlight here. I'm at 16. Let's put it on a Split Skin Doll. Attack. The question is, where do I want to move this? I think it's probably going to be on the Percussionist just because I want to block with it. And this can get in front of the Fear of Surveillance. So the Percussion is definitely helping. We are drawing a decent number of cards, right? We played the second Split Skin Doll. This is what, Percussionist number 3? And every time we're trading, it's like, it's helping us a fair amount. So... I don't know that I want to cast Turn Inside Out here, though. This is a perfectly fine trade. And this lets us trade up later. And we're not really in a position to, like... Ho-ho! Midnight Mayhem, okay. Wow, Razorkin Horde Caller, okay. Well, certainly casting the card that I have to play this turn. The problem is I don't... They're not really good at attacking. I mean, I do... well, I do have Turn Inside Out, I guess. Let's see how they block. They might just choose not to block, which I'm okay with. Sure. Now we're gonna go for it here. Okay. Whew, that was a great turn. Great turn for us. Manifest MVS, okay. And let us put this here. This is really, really nice. We might be able to come back here. Alright, Razorkin Horde Caller. Let's go. Okay. I'm just gonna keep up Turn Inside Out. Woo! We beat turn 2 Gremlin Tamer into Split Skin Doll, unable to scream. We are building that lead. Man, shout out to Goblin Percussionist, right? Just trading with Split Skin Dolls and then still drawing us cards. Like, those Percussionists just did so much work. And like I said, I really love the combination of Percussionist plus Glimmerlight, which allows you to trade up with the Percussionist, because there's tons of 2/2s in the format. All right, on the play here, a couple of Percussionists with a Jolly Balloon Man and an Exercise. Definitely gonna keep this. Beatdowns. Is Jolly Balloon Man gonna get in for one too? No, a 2/2, my only weakness. How did they know? All right. Will they attack me? I can just force them to use a combat trick here. They're gonna get a land, but like, I can replace these Percussionists with things. I have... Alright, whatever. I have another Percussionist in my hand, and I have plenty of combos with the Jolly Balloon Man. So... Oh, I guess they didn't expect that, or they have something else. Maybe they have something for the Balloon Man. So I just don't want to hit like a 5-drop. Mountain? Whoo, yeah! Yeah, buddy! We hit Mountain plus Fear of Being Hunted. Percussionist, doing it, getting it done. I think they have Trapped in the Screen here for Jolly Balloon Man. No, it's just a Flesh Burrower. Okay. I don't think that is a trade I am super interested in. Just because I have double Most Valuable Slayer. So let's just smack them for one in the air. And then we have the Percussionist in hand to copy. Wildfire or Wickerfolk Thresher. That's a good one. Now I think I copy the Percussionist. Do I still make this trade? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna go Exercise. Alright. Card draw engine assembled. Turn inside out. Was there a way for me to tap better? Maybe, yeah. I need to consider all that stuff too. Alright. We're just looking to hit MVS at some point. Oh, but you know, honestly now, with Turn Inside Out, I don't mind attacking with Fear of Being Hunted, right? Let's copy the Percussionist. I don't know. Like, I just want to get in for more damage here, I guess. I mean, they're going to block with the Flesh Burrower, but... But it's a force block. Don't want to use the other Turn Inside Out, I don't think. But let's manifest here. Sure. If they bounce it somehow, I don't know. And then let's... let's put it here, I guess. Alright, drawing more cards here. Jolly Balloon Man Percussionist. Doing some serious work. Alright. Look at this. We're at 22 cards left. We've seen so many cards. Alright, that's a Cautious Survivor. Alright, we are hitting a gazillion lands. Thinking here. I just felt like if they had a Cease from Slumber, they would have used it already. Horrid Vigor, that's fine. Getting their tricks out of their hand. Ooh, hit another Percussionist. I love that. All right, let's find some action here, shall we? Or all the percussionists in the world, all of them. I think we just take this. They gain some life, sure, but I just don't have great blocks because my face down card is a percussionist. Ah, they did draw Cease from Slumber. No, all my action. They top decked that too. Oh man. Okay. All right. Split Skin Doll. Glimmer Seeker is a good one. Huh. Rootwise Survivor. They don't have a great attack unless they have Jump Scare. Okay. The problem here is I can't, like, unless I drew my hovered ship, I just don't have... Wow, I've drawn so many cards. But I haven't drawn my removal. Like, no hover ships. I have 2 in my deck. That would be a really, really nice thing to have. I don't have a like, what happens if I attack with the Glimmer Seeker? Just nothing great. It trades with, like, one of the survival cards. I just need to draw Hover Ship. I have 2 in my deck, so... Alright, we are in top deck mode. Oh, or I can draw that. I still don't have a great attack. Only just a Glimmer Seeker if I wanted. Honestly, I don't think it's a bad idea to just trade a Percussionist for a card here. And since it's not really getting through, I'm just going to attack. I think they're going to block. Like, they need to grind through these anyways. And if they don't, then it's still a good situation for me. Like, I'm looking for Most Valuable Slayer. I'm looking for Hover Ship, obviously. There's Most Valuable Slayer. All right. That was good. The Percussionist just drawing us to all the things that we need. Hauntwood Shrieker is a very good card. Very, very good card. Okay, so now we can make some attacks, probably. Well, the thing is, they still have double blocks available to them. So if I attack with the Glimmer Seeker as a 5/4, I mean, I can trade it with something, but it will die. And I won't get more than one creature. Is there anything else? The thing is, none of the other creatures are big enough, and I certainly don't want to attack with the Razorkin Horde Caller. I have 12 cards left in my deck. And like I said, with the double hover ship, I feel like it's better to hold on to the Glimmer Seeker. Oh, I can attack with this Percussionist. Yeah, let's do that. Let's Glimmer Seeker this. And after first strike, if they like triple block or whatever. Okay, sure. Oh, they're flipping it up. If they flip it up, they shrink the creature. Oh, that's actually really good. That's really funny. That's really funny. Okay, in which case, let's move it on to the split skin doll. That's hilarious. They could have waited, actually. All right. Let's just make another 3-power creature here. I'm going to play the land. We have 12 cards left in our deck. Holy cow, these percussionists. Woo! Our opponent was just like, this is too much value. Percussionist. Percussionist. You know, I need to buy some symbols. And just anytime I just, woo woo. Wow, I'm going off the deep end here. I'm sorry. All right. Anyways, the power of the percussionist. Very, very good. All right, opponent on the play here. We have 2 lands, a cheap curve. I'm going to keep this. We have the Terramorphic Expanse here, which should... Ooh, well... Let's lead things off with the percussionist. The Terramorphic Expanse is definitely very awkward here, just because I don't have a good follow-up here. Ooh, the loner. Yeah, I'm just going to play a second percussionist. I'm not going to attack. And then I'm going to play the Terramorphic. They just can't attack me now. I guess if they have a Horrid Vigor or like Frantic Search or what, Frantic whatever. Killer's Mask, okay. The Jolly Balloon Man is here. We have so many insane plays. So many. Seems like a worthy exchange for me. Let's manifest first. Aww. No, it was all... The order was just all wrong. The order was all wrong. Oh well. I don't think they're gonna spend an entire turn equipping the loner, are they? Seems kind of weak. I have Glimmer Seeker plus Hovership. That's a... Oh, wow. That's really good. That is really good. Wait, they didn't want to put a card in their graveyard. Anyways, I'm going to hold off on this. I'm going to just give them the 1 turn, because I don't want to just lose out on a Glimmer Seeker here. So I will play the Glimmer Seeker. Wish I sequenced the manifest differently, but obviously that's totally random. And I have a Glimmer here too, so I'll draw a card. So next turn, I will Hovership the Enduring Vitality and then tap down my Glimmer Seeker to draw cards. Unless they kill my Glimmer Seeker. In which case, I don't know. A lot of things up in the air. Our hand's certainly filled with action. But they have a nice start here as well. Black-green Delirium. This feels like a monstrous emergence. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a big turn for them, just because they're going to have access to a lot of mana. Okay. Although, I mean, like, unless they have, like, a super dedicated Reanimator deck, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so what do I want to do next turn? Do I want to Hovership? Do I want to Hovership or Exercise? Like, it's unlikely that they're going to play a creature big enough for this. And this lets me double spell. So let's just kill the Vitality. Just nothing you can play for 1 mana. I guess they could play Noxious Revival. trying to like do this weird balance of offense and defense. Because I don't want them to just like get free attacks in. I could have maybe attacked with that percussionist as well. So I think maybe that was a little too conservative. Grasping long neck, sure. Turn inside out. Now what do I do? I think playing the hover ship's pretty good here. Let's get this off the way. Honestly, if they're putting that in their yard, let's just attack. Like they're like stuck on lands, they're on the defensive. Do your worst. Felt like I gave up a point of damage, especially with Midnight Mayhem in my hand. Like, I just want to try to close out this game. I have a flyer here, too. Alright, yeah. The loner is just a 2-drop in their deck, and they're just doing it for, like, a little bit of value. Double Innocuous Rat. Sure. Okay. Land for the turn. What do we do? What do we do? The rats are kind of annoying. I wonder if I just Jolly Balloon Man and just get in the air. And draw a card off the percussionist. Yeah, that doesn't seem bad. Let's start drawing cards. I mean, I could exile these, but that doesn't seem particularly strong. Alright. Percussionist value. Land, I'll take it. I can't play it though. I tried to cheat. I tried to cheat, and I failed. If they attack me with the rats, I'll take it. I'll certainly block a loner. See what we hit with the percussionist. A split skin doll. Whew. Our deck is nice. Unstoppable Slasher is also nice. That is also nice. Okay. This makes me get up on my seat just a little bit. Let's play Split Skin Doll. I can find another hover ship, so I'm going to leave the white up. It's a most valuable Slayer. I'm going to play this. I feel like this is maybe one of the ways I can lose. Do I just let them manifest? I mean, I can just block it. I can just block it with the percussionist. Right? Or I can just exile it permanently. But that gives them a 2/2. Yeah, let's crew this. Hey, they were at 12? Did I have lethal? I didn't have lethal, right? Alright. Playing more of a control game. I just feel like I'm so far ahead in terms of resources. I just don't want to, like, randomly get cheesed out by a slasher. So, I'm just getting that permanently off the battlefield, so I just don't have to worry about it in the future. Obviously, I could have copied like a split skin doll, which should also be insane. But we can do that later. We still have good blocks available, attacks in the air. And that's the thing. Like, you look at this card, you're like, oh, it just kills something. It's like, well, no, it beats down too. You just have to pick your spots when you beat down. Like, obviously, if your opponent has 4 mana up and says go, you just don't crew this up. But otherwise, this thing can still give you a reach. Flying is very good in this format. There's not a lot of good reach creatures that exist. For example, now, I'm not so interested in doing the thing that I talked about. So I'm just going to copy Splitskin Doll. Just going to keep adding to my board. And just take this nice and slow. We have a flyer that can get in. If they have a removal spell, that's fine. It's just an attack for 3 in the air. They're at 8. Like, if they want to use a murder on this, that's fine. Although they probably should have killed a Jolly Balloon Man. So maybe they just don't have anything? I don't know. Maybe I'm playing a little bit too scared. But I think it's going to be very, very hard to lose from this position. Next turn, I get to go Midnight Mayhem with turn Inside Out available. Wait, why didn't they flip that up before? I guess my creature had first strike. It's a cultist. All right, let's do some maths. If I exile the hover ship and if I exile the long neck and Midnight Mayhem, they have 3 blockers. They can't really block these. Yeah, I mean, they're super dead. I can also just turn Inside Out, something that doesn't get blocked. We got a lot of advantages. I mean, Percussionist, once again, getting us a ton of value. Splitskin Doll is obviously insane. And this is one of the better Jolly Balloon Man decks. With 5 Percussionist, double Splitskin Doll, it literally reads tap, draw card in this deck. Okay, we are 5-0. Things looking fantastic for us. We have Percussionist plus Inside Out. Love to see that combo. On the play. Let's go. Beat down. I do feel like I might need, if I want to, not that it matters too much, but I might need to find like an aggro player specialist and like look for some coaching or something. You know what I mean? So I actually don't know what to get with this expanse because I have Fear of Being Hunted and double hover ship in my deck. That's an Arabella. I mean, I have double hover ship, right? Let's see. Let's look at all the double white and double red cards we have. Double hover ship and the fear. I think it's got to be the white, but I'm not 100%. Okay. It's actually very interesting here what I choose to do. I don't think they're going to block. The reason why I'm attacking with only 1, so there is a reason here, is if they take it, that's fine. Which I think they're going to take. I have too many cards that's going to be good here. But if they don't, then I can double block with Splitskin Doll and Percussionist and make them be the first one to blink, and then I can cast Turn Inside Out, right? Whereas if I cast Turn Inside Out and they Dragonfire me in response, that's really bad. So, just explaining my lines. I did not, you know what? I'm not going to lie to all of you. I did not expect Island turn 3. Typically in your Boros decks, you don't want to splash. You really don't. You want to curve out, and the more tap lands and cards you splash for, like, I think that significantly lowers your win rate. And this is the twist none of us saw coming. None of us saw that one coming. Arabella into Erratic Apparition? Are you kidding? I just don't have great attacks here. Like, if the problem is, if I attack and they block, I cast Turn Inside Out. If I miss on a land, it's really bad for me. So I'm just going to actually play Glimmer Seeker and pass. If I had a fourth land, obviously things would be different. But this is not bad either, right? I have a Glimmer Seeker in play, and now that can threaten to give some advantages here. Their Arabella is not really doing a whole lot on this board. Hardened Escort, okay. So that makes things interesting. That absolutely makes things interesting. Most Valuable Slayer. I drew land number 4. That's huge. So I can go Most Valuable Slayer and attack with the Glimmer Seeker, and I don't think it will die. Because I can kill the Hardened Escort? Yeah. Alright, let's do that. So they're going to take 4. I get a token. Okay. The thing here now, though, is if they attack with the Escort, how do I block? Right? How do I block? Because Arabella is going to drain me for 3. That's a lot. That is a lot. I can block with Most Valuable Slayer and hope they don't have a nice combat trick. I can double block with... The obvious block here is Split Skin Doll plus Most Valuable Slayer. Alright, Cease from Slumber. That's fine. That's also fine. Okay. That is not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Okay. They have an Erratic Apparition. I just drew Jolly Balloon Man, which I can use to draw cards. They have 2 mana available. The thing is, what do I copy? I can just copy Split Skin Doll, but the problem is if I copy Split Skin Doll, they just have the Apparition to block. But it still draws me a card, so might as well. I could hit a Mountain randomly. Okay, well that definitely makes things cooler for us. But they have a bunch of mana available, so it's just like, I don't know. I'm just gonna chill for now with 2 mana up. I mean, maybe I just forced them to do it. Maybe. Maybe I just forced them to do it. Like, I'm not losing out on that much. Especially if they think I have turn inside out. Okay. Next turn, we have access to the Horde Caller. We have really good attacks as well. We have turn inside out if they use a removal spell to make a 2/2. So things looking very, very nice here for us. Bottomless pool on Most Valuable Slayer, most likely. This does feel like a turn where we're going to use the turn inside out. Ethereal Armor. Uh-oh. Okay, that's 5 in the air. That can get very scary. Okay. That is a Glimmer Seeker. I mean, I just feel like it's Razorkin Horde Caller. They have 2 mana up. Although, that doesn't let me use... But I can't attack anymore. Oh, well, you know what? I can't even attack with this. They have the stupid Apparition, don't they? Oh, no. This could be a disaster. Like, this thing hits pretty hard, and then they could finish me off with that. I guess we get... Let's try to draw a removal spell. Okay, no. Alright, so they're at 8 life. We can potentially close out the game next turn, depending on what they do. Oh my gosh. Never mind. Ghostly Dancers. That's brutal. Wow. Wow. I need a land. If I draw a land, I think I'm still okay here. Because I have double turn inside out. They have 5 blockers. Let's see what I can do here. Wait, what is a land? Because if I draw a land, I can play Razorkin Horde Caller. They can block. All right, let's see. Okay, we drew a land. So 5 blockers, okay? And I have Razorkin Horde Caller, which gives me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. 3, 4, 5 blockers, nothing with lifelink. They should have attacked with Arabella. We have the Horde Caller. Ooh, close one. Using Turn Inside Out as lightning bolts to finish off this game. That's really cool. So yeah, like I said, they can just block all these creatures here in the middle. 2 percussionists get through. Boom, boom, Turn Inside Out. All right, Escort on the Horde Caller. Instances like this, where it's like a really complicated block, I kind of want to be able to just go, hey, this is my hand. I don't want to make you spend more mental energy than you have to. Okay, Most Valuable Slayer, sure. Wait, what the heck? All right. Way more than lethal. -5. So, you know, again, the card advantage that we got with like the Split Skin Doll, Jolly Balloon Man, definitely getting it done. We are continuing to build our rank 1 lead, and look at this. It only takes a deck with like 5 rares in Boros for me to have a good record. But we are 6-0 with the archetype that I always complain about. All right, playing for the trophy here. Opponent on the play. Fantastic draw here once again for us. Split Skin Doll, so good. All right. Turn 1 Percussionist, turn 2 Split Skin Doll, turn Inside Out, Glimmerlight. Another Split Skin Doll. Amazing. It's just everything I want. Wildfire Wicker Folk. Ooh, okay. Well, we'll play the Split Skin Doll. And we will hopefully have that block the Wicker Folk. Obviously, if they get this out of the way, then it's kind of annoying. Or if they have a combat trick. Would like a Plains to be able to cast my Hover Ship. Looks like this is slowing them down, though, given that they're tanking. Although, maybe they have a removal spell, and killing Split Skin Doll feels really bad. Brood Spinner. Oof. Look at this. I mean, this is how we have a good fight, right? Signpost Uncommon versus Signpost Uncommon. Although, I guess I don't have any Signpost Uncommons. What am I even saying? I guess Split Skin Doll's kind of a Signpost Uncommon for red-white. Oh, easy block. This does get them closer to Delirium, notably. This is actually interesting. I have, like, Fear of Being Hunted, which will kill the Brood Spinner. Maybe I just want to get that off the battlefield now. I don't think I'm going to have time to, like, Fear of Being Hunted Glimmerlight and set that up. Yeah, let's just eat through all their resources. We have Split Skin Doll. Like, our Boros deck actually has just lots of ways to get ahead on cards, so. Holy guacamole. You have to be kidding me. I mean, we are 6-0 and we got paired against a Diamond player. Like, you know their deck's going to be absurd, right? So, it is what it is. All right, so now the clock is ticking, and we need to try to close things out as quickly as we can. Oh, that's a bummer. Overlord of the Baelmerk? Goodness. What? So it was turn 2 Wicker Folk, turn 3 Brood Spinner, turn 4 Baelmerk, get back Wicker Folk. Yeah, that's a real draw. It's like, do I want to save the Hover Ship for the Overlord? Or just deal with this later? No, let's just get it off the battlefield. I'm at 13 already. And having the Hover Ship in play makes it so that I can Glimmer Seeker and make extra tokens. Dude. Like, they're literally playing the absolute worst possible thing every single turn. Okay, All right. What do I even do? I need to draw out of it. We get a glimmer, I guess. Put everything in front of the Horde Caller and hope for the best. Beastie beatdown on Horde Caller. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, I see. All right, in that case, I'm just going to block with the Percussionist. Need to dig for some answers here. We can still attack in the air, which is nice. Another Glimmer Seeker. Holy cow. Can I tap both of them? I sure can. Although that gives me a lot of tapped creatures. So that's not super ideal. They have 2 cards. Draw some cards. Removal? Oh, that was really bad. Holy cow. I have a turn inside out, but I can also just, like, chump. I'm going to keep up turn inside out. Alright, we're drawing a lot of cards next turn. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fear of Burning. Their deck is fantastic. Like one of the... This is a really nice Jund Delirium deck. Alright, let's hit something nice off of this. Okay. Hit a Percussionist. Got those off the battlefield at least. Let us chump with a token. No great attack here now. God, this is so brutal. I have a lot I can do with these Glimmer Lights. Let's see. Next, I can play Percussionist, Glimmerlight, equip. But I'm drawing a card here, so I don't want to Glimmerlight equip again. So let's just attack for 3 in the air. Draw a card. Come on. Alright, we have blockers for days. Now, that would have made it a 3-turn clock. But we are pretty wide. God, we've drawn so many cards. The thing is, like I said, we are lacking interaction. We are lacking interaction here. Painter Studio. God, so much value. They just, like, every turn, they've just played premium cards. If they play a mountain, it's really bad for me. I mean, honestly, I might just be dead here. We'll see. To be fair, I don't think there's anything wrong with losing to this deck. This is a double Wildfire Wickerfolk, Waltz of Rage, Brood Spinner, Overlord of the Belmerk, like, Phoba. I'm at 9 life. I'm gonna block with both of my Percussionists because I'm just looking for just multiple good answers here. All right. What do we got? Oh, I had another Glimmerlight. I could have equipped that too. My bad. Nope. Nope. Oh, do I have another turn Inside Out in my deck? I'm actually really close to killing them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How do we draw all these lands? How do we draw all these lands? Oh my gosh. This is... Hold on. So the way that I can win is with like this hover ship. I don't think I have any more pump spells though. I could have gotten 1 extra point of damage previously, but... Do I have... I actually don't know. Maybe I have a way to deal 2 damage to them. Nope. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, all these lands. All these lands. We drew a bunch of cards. We really needed to find a removal spell, but couldn't get it done, and we lost to lots of amazing uncommons from the opponent. GG's. Still 2 more shots at a trophy. All right, let's get it done this time. I wonder if I should have kept Fear of Being Hunted. I wonder if I should have kept Fear of Being Hunted and try to set that up for a later thing. Maybe I should have done that. I don't know. There's a lot of little things, even in the draft portion. Like, I could have taken an extra removal spell, and against the black-green player, I probably should have been a little more aggressive with my Percussionist early. So there's a lot of little things I think I did wrong in this draft. So I'm gonna look back while I edit this video and try to improve upon my mistakes. This is a good hand if I can find some lands. Particularly White Source on turn 3 would be amazing. We have turn 1 Percussionist into turn 2 Glimmerlight, which is obviously great. And because I need to draw lands, I'm kind of interested in just offering the trade here with the Percussionist. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And I didn't play my land here first just because we'll see what we find here. Come back wrong. Okay. Split Skin Doll. Okay. Well, we can play that next turn. Manifest Dread, threats around every corner, come back wrong. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Ah! That makes my Split Skin Doll worse. I see. Man, what if I had a Percussionist? That'd be so good. Alright, I guess I'll still play it, though. I guess we can pitch Mountain now. Oh, I should have... Well, it doesn't really matter. That's still... Can you imagine how good their hand is for them to cast Come Back Wrong on turn 3? Like, how good is their hand, right? We'll see. We shall see. But we have a decent board here with Hovership to follow up if they play something big. As long as it's not too big. Like, if they go Weight Room, we can just Hovership, right? That's not particularly strong. Are they just killing my Split Skin Doll? Like, what's going on? Okay. Say its name. Okay. Oh, that is a Wickerfolk Thresher, which I imagine they're going to get back. Alright, would like to draw a creature that I can play next turn. Oh, they got back a land? Holy... Alright, well that was a perfect creature to draw. That was actually ridiculously good. Alright, so they're at 12. I have 3 attackers. They got a land, which is kind of wild when they have Wickerfolk Thresher in the graveyard. If they play like an Altanak, it would be really bad for me. God. It's meant to be! It is meant to be! Altanak, Altanak, Altanak! Wow, that was literally the one card in the deck that kills it. Awesome. That is awesome. I'm going to move it here because they could have the -1/-1 Delirium card. And I'll keep the Mountain in my hand for Fanatic of the Harrowing. Jeez. Fair enough. Fair enough. They have 2 cards in hand. It's a good attack. We'll see what happens. If they have Drag to the Roots on Hovership, that would be pretty bad. Definitely playing land number 6 now, because if I draw planes, I can cast both of these cards in my hand. Winner's Inter... Okay, that's fine. They might double block the Split Skin Doll now. Go to 5, and then try to make a 5/5. Okay. All right, things still looking very, very good for us. We have Hovership, we have Midnight Mayhem. They might just make a 5/5. If they make a 5/5, we win. We just can't... That's even worse. Why would you play that? Okay, well then, now we just win, right? We just go Midnight Mayhem. Crew. Equip. 5 damage. Woo! There we go! Clean! Relatively clean. 7-1. This deck was just awesome. This deck was awesome. And this is what it takes, by the way. If you want to win with Boros, this is a trophy-winning Boros deck. Probably the best Boros deck I've ever drafted. I mean, look at what we had here, right? It's just 5 Percussionists. Are you kidding me? Double Split Skin Doll, double Glimmer Seeker, which was amazing. The thing is, you just need all the uncommons. The only commons you want are Percussionist, Turn Inside Outs, and Scorching Dragonfires, right? That's kind of all you want at common. And we had the double Hovership, which was absolutely ridiculous. It allowed us to get in for damage. It allowed us to tap down our Glimmer Seeker. Best Jolly Balloon Man deck ever, with 7 ways to get card advantage here. Double Turn Inside Out, which was really good when you pair it with these early drops. Glimmerlight also did the work. Exercise, a nice removal spell. I think at one point in the draft, I could have taken a second Exercise. I think that's the one big pick that I wish I had back, where I wish I picked up the second copy of Exercise as just another catch-all type card to deal with whatever my opponents might have. Just because I had a lot of card draw, but I was always digging for removal, so I feel like I should have maybe taken the Exercise. But outside of that, this deck just played out beautifully. Excellent curve. You know, it's tempting to maybe play the 16 lands, but I'm happy that we played the 17, especially with a double red and double white card in our deck. This deck just allowed us to have really, really great, interesting, and close games. We had a lot of close games. We had some not so close games too, but we had a lot of close games where we actually were able to win by grinding them out with the Split Skin Doll Percussionist Jolly Balloon combo or Hovership plus Glimmer Seeker combo. So this was kind of like a Boros mid-range deck. It had a bunch of cheap things, but we had lots of ways to draw cards in the late game, which is the type of deck that I want. Kind of the all-in 8 2-drops, 5 1-drops combat tricks Boros deck is fine, but oftentimes I find out that I run out of gas and I just peter out and I just can't close out the game. Whereas this deck does have a decent late game because of all the little combos that we kind of built into this deck. But 7-1, we started out this draft at rank number 1. So we probably built at least a 2-win lead. I know a loss means a lot more than a win generally when we're pretty high rank, but I still feel like we at least built to our lead a little bit, which is always a great feeling because I need to pad that rank 1 so that over the course of the weekend during the World Championship, people can't pass me. People can't pass me. But the nice feeling is that I've hit rank 1 now multiple times this season, and I stayed rank 1 in this video, and hopefully we can continue doing that leading into the World Championship. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Additionally, this video is brought to you by tcgplayer.com. Go to tcgplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. You need that booster box or single for your next upcoming tournament. Check out tcgplayer.com. Click that affiliate link in the description below before you do any shopping. Last but not least, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want premium deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Rank 1 gamer, let's go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.